Today I freaked up by not reading the terms of service, like ever. Edit. Just putting this at the top. I am not afraid of China swooping in and taking me away to China over light bulbs. You don't need to post reasons why it's highly unlikely. This is just to share for fun. So, I am a normal human, meaning I don't ever actually read 20-page long user agreements or the terms of service. Does anyone? No. You skim, maybe, and then you click the little box saying you read it and agree with them and accept the legal hoopla. I'm not doing anything illegal, so I never really thought much about them. Until today. Who would even think you'd need to read a user agreement about light bulbs? The worst part is, I'm totally at fault, because technically everything is legally sound. I purchased some smart light bulbs, LED lights you can dim or change hue on command, either through the manufacturer's app, which you have to have installed in order to get the bulbs connected, or through a virtual assistant, like Alexa. The app itself is a little weird, but so are most apps created for products with integrated internet features. You have to share your location for humidity reasons and it wants to know your Wi-Fi and password. These things should have been a red flag, but I'm stupid and just excited to have a good light bulb. Things start out fine, and I then decided this morning that I wanted to get some more of them from Amazon, so I pull up the recent page. I, compelled by some force, randomly look at the reviews and the first one is warning people about the user agreement. I keep scrolling, everyone else likes it, 5 stars, etc., but then I see another post about the user agreement. So at this point, I'm a little anxious. I open up the app and have to dig to find the user agreement, which, apparently you don't even have to manually approve because they've written a clause that by downloading the app, you're agreeing to the TOS. So I start reading it. Everything is really normal and standard, from my skimming experience, right up until I get to the final article. This article takes a hard turn from standard legal lingo and goes straight into saying that the agreement is under the authority of the Communist Party of China, that the app has a right to your data, that they cannot and will not delete your data, and if you badmouth the country or demonstrate feudalistic superstitions, which is apparently code for religion, basically, they have the right to take you to court and punish you according to Chinese law. So now I'm concerned, since it's connected to Alexa, which is already kind of a creepy thing, and while I don't go around talking about Tiananmen very frequently, I'm a little worried I'm probably on a list somewhere now. While they technically didn't do anything scammy or illegal, it didn't sit right with me. I'm now purging my phone and such of everything to do with those stupid light bulbs and am sending them back to Amazon. So, I've learned that, especially in 2020, skipping over the legal agreements is not a smart move. Too long didn't read. I didn't read the terms of service for a light bulb and have probably now sold my soul to Communist China. Mandatory, not a lawyer, but just because it's in a EULA, doesn't mean it's legal. Depends on where you live, etc. as well, and it might be of consequence if you visit China, of course, but it's quite likely they are breaking some law in whatever country you're in by doing this. You usually don't get to shove whatever you want in an EULA. Yeah, from what I've researched regarding the specific wording, they'll try to get you in some court in Las Vegas, and then try to get you to China to be tried. I don't think I'll ever visit China, in its current state, because my views are pretty firm and I'm not necessarily quiet amongst friends, haha. Exactly this. Especially in Europe there are loads of consumer protection rules. Matter of fact, a judge near Amsterdam once rules that the TOS was too long to be acceptable and therefore void, since it would be logical to skip it. Also, not to mention, This mainly shows how awful it would be to live there if you disagree politically, because you'd have to constantly watch your back. Just for fun, I went and looked at the terms of service for my Chinese Smart Lights app and found this wonderful section. Neat. 6. Information Content Standard. 6.1 You promise that you will not conduct any act in breach of laws or improper behaviors by using the service. Such act and behavior include, but not limited to: 6.1.1 Uploading, transferring or sharing information containing one of the following contents: opposing the basic principles determined in the Constitution. 2. Endangering state safety, disclosing state secret, subverting state power and sabotaging state unity. 3. Damaging state honor and benefit. 4. Inciting national hatred and discrimination and sabotaging national unity. 5. Destroying religious policy of the state and advocating heresy and feudalistic superstition. 6. Spreading rumors, disturbing social order and destroying social stability. 7. Spreading obscenity, porn, gambling, violence, murder and terror or abetting a crime. 8. Insulting or slandering others and infringing on the legal rights and interests of others. 9. Containing contents of sham, defraudation, harm, threat, infringement to others' privacy, harassment, infringement, slander, coarseness, indecency, or morally repulsive contents. 10. Containing other contents restricted or forbidden by applicable laws, regulations, rules, provisions and other legal standards. Today I freaked up in the bedroom. NSFW. I work as a cameraman for a local news program. The camera I'm using belongs to the company, but I'm allowed to keep it at my house. That way it's easier to grab and go whenever there's breaking news instead of wasting time traveling to the office to sign she out. Keep in mind, whatever footage I end up shooting needs to be uploaded onto the company's archive system at the end of each month. Usually that means I dump whatever footage I have on my memory cards and hard drives into one folder and copy that folder onto a server. Since I'll be on holiday from next week until next year, I did all of that yesterday. All of the above randomly came up in conversation this morning while I was having breakfast with my fiancé. She joked and said she hoped I didn't upload all the footage. At first, I didn't get what she meant. Not until she reminded me of the night we got drunk and decided to roleplay. She was the hot news reporter, and I was the horny cameraman. This happened like 2 weeks ago. I remembered striving for realism that night. Not only did I bring my actual news camera into the bedroom, I shot the whole thing as if I was on the job. In the heat of the moment it was hot and fun, but after reviewing the footage the following day, my fiancé and I were mutually mortified at what we saw. We weren't as sexy as we thought we were. Especially not in full HD. My ungroomed butt crack hair was notable nightmare fuel and my fiancé wished she could unsee all of her stretch marks. Needless to say we wanted all evidence of that night gone, and to be honest, I thought I deleted everything on that day. But like I said, that was 2 weeks ago. As soon as those flashbacks came flooding back this morning, panic set in. I literally ran out of the kitchen mid-breakfast and checked all the footage I uploaded. My eyes were scanning hundreds of thumbnails until I finally noticed the one that didn't belong. It was the only thumbnail that showed the butt cheeks of a man with the butt crack of a werewolf. I deleted the uploaded file but the damage was done. A status indicator on the server showed the IT team already downloaded all my footage on their side, which they always do as a backup. I called one of the guys in IT and awkwardly explained the situation before begging him to please delete the sex file. He told me to stay on the phone while he located the footage. My heart was racing. IT guy, I think I found it. Me, you think? IT guy, stand by. I'm checking. Me, please make sure no one is around. IT guy, holy frick. Me, sighs in shame. IT guy, I almost saw you come. Also, IT guy, bro. Let me get this straight. You shot a sex tape on a camera that actually belongs to our boss, saved it with all your work, and basically forgot about it until you accidentally uploaded it to a server that all your colleagues can access. Me, yep. IT guy, my advice, never use your camera and your cock at the same time. On that note, the IT guy confirmed he deleted the footage and promised never to mention it to anyone. Best case scenario, this stays between me, my fiancé, the IT guy, and random strangers on the internet. Worst case scenario, goodbye job, goodbye fiancé, hello everlasting shame. Alas, I got no one to blame but myself. Too long didn't read, I'm just gonna copy / paste my colleague's reaction. You shot a sex tape on a camera that actually belongs to our boss, saved it with all your work, and basically forgot about it until you accidentally uploaded it to a server that all your colleagues can access. Sounds like you owe the IT guy lunch, lol. Lunch from the man he never wished to see naked, let alone almost ejaculating, might make him lose his appetite. Think I'm just gonna show my appreciation by reacting to all of his memes in the work group chat.